It's Christmas time, with households mixing everywhere.
And at Christmas time, infections spike and we don't care. And in our 5-day window, you can spread your viral load.
So throw your arms around your man at Christmas time.
But say a prayer, pray for the northern ones.
At Christmas time, it's hard when you've lost all of your income.
There's a world outside Westminster, a world of bitterness and fear,
Where all the pubs are closing, 'cause they're stuck in fire tears.
And the Big Ben bell that tolls here
Are there clanging chimes of doom?
while tonight, thank God it's them instead of you.
And there'll be less say to Africa this Christmas time,
Because we've given
all your cash to all our friends.
In the governmental pit,
Like the app that didn't work.
do they know it's COVID time at all?
Hey up, how do? Enjoy that little song. I got that sent to me the other day. I thought it was quite funny. Anyway, I am here, do not worry, not going anywhere. I have been very busy at work, one of the busiest weeks we have. Taking jobs off, etc., you know, sorting stuff out. So I've been so busy this week, I genuinely haven't forgotten about anything. It's just been hectic as hell. Now, it turns out we have more restrictions on the way, tier 4. I'm covering this here today about people fleeing London. Because Matt Hancock has slammed Londoners fleeing the capital as totally irresponsible. So here we go. It's totally irresponsible. UK government slams travellers fleeing London lockdown and warns police will set up roadblocks and stop families boarding trains to bid to halt spread of mutant COVID strain nationwide. Now I said in a video maybe 3 months back that they will, once the vaccine's here, and I said this and I can remember saying it, right? Look back at any of my COVID videos, I say it at least twice, 3 times in it. I said what would happen is the vaccine will come out. Then all of a sudden the virus will mutate into something worse, even though COVID apparently spreads faster than anything ever. It has now nosed itself up like Vin Diesel in a muscle car and is now faster. It is a mutant strain. I have said they will use everything they can to keep us under fear, under lockdown, and it is looking as though I am right. I also believe that Johnson is going to screw us over on Brexit. He should push for a no deal right now. No deal, straight up, let's do this, let's go. We've had enough of the pandering, the pussyfooting around the European Union. Fuck them, we're off. That's what he needs to do. But I think he's going to screw us with that, and he's going to use the lockdowns as a way to stop us protesting that he has screwed us on Brexit, because he knows full well it's coming. On top of that, they, as far as I know, during the Black Plague, did not lock London down. They did not stop people leaving it. Now, the police, I'm sorry, if you set up roadblocks, fucking hell, what am I talking about? It's the Met Police, of course they will. All you have to do, paint your face black, hold a banner up that says Black Lives Matter, or wear a mask and dress all black, you know, being the Antifa scumbag, or put a burqa on, turban, anything along those lines, you'll be allowed to trot freely through the city. Do what the fuck you want. But if you're trying to leave London because of the lockdown, they'll stop you. Now, come on, man. It's getting to the point where it's gone from looking out for us to completely ignoring every scientific thing available. As we all stated before, the WHO didn't change their mind, right? We didn't change our minds to level in with the WHO. What happened was the World Health Organization realised we were right and went, we may have fucked up and lockdowns don't work. But you've got tier 1, 2, 3 and 4. They've stopped listening to the scientists who say lockdowns don't work, masks don't work, blah, 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 right? This is just a way to control us. And I'm telling you now, people are going to ignore it. I want every single one of you to ignore all the restrictions. You see your family, you spend time with your family, you see your loved ones, you do what you want. Want to know why? This is a free country. And on top of that fucker, save the NHS. I pay my taxes, right, to pump money into the NHS. Why should I, who pays my fucking way into the NHS, have to save that? It is the NHS's job to save my fucking life, not for me to sit at home with a broken leg like, oh, shall I go to A&E? Nah, best not, be full of COVID. I was at the A&E, 2 weeks ago maybe now, where I torn ligaments in my ankle, right? There was one person in A&E, nobody else, no one rushing round. COVID ward wasn't full. The people weren't crying about death. There wasn't no rushing, none of that. There were 2 people in. Me and the old bird behind the counter. And I will say this. I kicked off in there because behind a Perspex fucking wall, mask on, I had to shout my information to the woman behind the desk. Luckily there wasn't anyone there, but come on, you walk into a packed A&E. What's wrong with you? I'm not shouting my personal information, right? If you can't hear me, ain't my problem. So, anyway, let's get into the article. I babbled too much. Oh my good God. So, where are we? Matt Hancock hinted the tough restrictions on movement will be in place for months and warned that, of course, police will enforce the new law and prevent people from leaving tier 4 areas. Listen, police, if you keep doing this, you're the first ones that are going to get taken down when the people finally do rise up. Doesn't really work well for those in that level of power. When the general populace does rise up, it's you that gets it first. So either stand with us or get what's coming to you when this finally kicks off, which it will. Keep restricting people and it'll go bang like a tinderbox, straight up, fucking like a match to a bale of hay. You will rue the day you did all this. Yesterday, the PM slapped new draconian measures in a desperate bid to combat surging cases caused by a mutant strain of coronavirus. I said this before, obviously it will mutate. They will need to take stronger actions to stop this, even though it is 0.03% death rate. Death rate. Very few die of it now. The vaccine's meant to help, but oh yeah, of course, the vaccine's not for this mutant strain that I said fucking months ago would happen. This will be our lives from now on. Lockdowns will never end. They will keep going. Just days after, Johnson said it would be inhuman to cancel Christmas. Well, seems like you have, fuckface. The extraordinary U-turners ruined plans of millions who intended on spending the holidays with family. No, it hasn't. Because no one's going to listen to it. If you listen to this, you deserve everything that they do to you. If you don't listen to this, good on you. Ignore them. They rule at our pleasure. They do what we want them to do. They do not do this shit anymore. Mr. Hancock told Sophie Ridge on Sky. Sky, really? Very reputable, aren't they? Sky News Australia is fantastic. But, what? How many people have they had to suspend? Exactly. Matt Hancock says it's totally irresponsible behaviour, and the Chief Medical Officer, Chris Whitty, who looks like a paedophile, not saying he is, looks like one of them that stands hiding in bushes giving kiddies sweets, was absolutely clear people should unpack their bags if they have them packed. Do not fucking tell us what the fuck to do anymore. Hancock, I swear to God, if people get hold of you, mate, you ain't going to want that. You need to piss off. You need to do one. Shut your mouth and pack it in. Because none of this makes sense anymore. We all know it's for bullshit. We all know it's a lie. And the more you keep trying, the more you are going to poke the bear. Keep poking the bear. See what happens. The British normally aren't that good at being told what the fuck to do. But we've got too many little bitches around at the minute who are like, oh my God, COVID. Oh my God, I'm 89 years old. And, oh my God, I'm going to die. Yeah, you're going to fucking die anyway. We all die at some point, and you have very little chance of dying of this as a young person. And yes, before you fucking say anything, extremely high risk. Got a dodgy ticker. I couldn't give a fuck. Rather live every day of my life. Right? Live it. Than be locked in my fucking sorry, excuse me, I'll say that again. I would rather live one day of my life free than the rest of my life safe, locked in my fucking home. You're taking the piss. We put our lives at risk every time we walk out the door anyway. So what's the difference? I think a relatively small number and the vast majority of people in the pandemic have followed the rules and played their part. It's more important than ever. People are responsible, not only stick to the rules, but within the rules restrict social contact as much as possible because this is deadly serious. No, it's not. You fucking mong. In other coronavirus news, Mr. Hancock said people who have had to scrap travel plans will be compensated. Boris Johnson faced backlash to move his move to cancel Christmas from the public and Tory backbench. Tory MPs called for cabinet resignations and also want ministers to recall Parliament from its Christmas break to allow MPs and peers to vote on new restrictions at the earliest opportunity. You need to take them off because people are just ignoring you now. We don't care anymore. You've took it too far. We know that it's bullshit, so... Can I just say this? Fuck you. Officers won't be knocking on people's doors on Christmas Day. I'd like to see you fucking get an answer. You'll probably get covered in piss, because I will piss in a bucket and throw it on you. Arrest me if you want. I don't care. Chris Whitty said vaccines should be effective against the new mutant strain of COVID. How does he know? Don't take the vaccine either. Not that I'm an anti-vaxxer at all. I just don't trust this vaccine. Sage expert, Sage. Course it's fucking Sage. John Edmonds called the mutant strain of coronavirus the worst moment of the pandemic. Donald Trump slammed Tier 4 shutdown as he insisted the cure cannot be worse than the problem. Thank you, Trump. Thank you. We have got someone there who speaks fucking sense, bit of logic. You cannot make the cure worse than the problem. And we've been saying this for fucking months. What I want you to do is have a rant in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this. So... that is that one. Got another two coming up today. I have my weekend update and I will also be covering another one that my mate Nige has sent me. So cheers for that, Nige. I do, please like, comment, share and subscribe. I have a PayPal in the description below if you care to give me a tip to help me out. I would love to do more of these videos. At the moment work is unbelievably busy. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Much love to everybody watching, to my Yorkshire puddings. Merry Christmas! Woohoo!